Testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Testing, 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 testing. Yo, what's going on? How you guys doing? Oh man, waking up, just waking up. Oh my goodness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I didn't do a show last week because it was my 24th wedding anniversary. Um, I enjoyed the weekend. Yo, what's up, Dre? Um, didn't do a show yesterday. Was setting up and gearing for it, but then I was like, hey, I noticed that PlayStation is hosting. Well, PlayStation is doing a technical presentation hosted by Mark Sinry. If you, in case you don't know Mark Sinry did the technical presentation of the PlayStation 5 originally. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be good. We're going to 95% of the time, 95% chance of seeing the PlayStation Pro. Allegedly, it's going to come out price range anywhere from $600 to $700. Um, 2 terabyte hard drive, better graphics card. No, no CD Blu-ray drive attached to it. This is all speculation. So we're gonna get the information either today or we're definitely. If we don't get the information today, we're definitely gonna get the information at Tokyo Game Show. All right. Um, let's see. What else can we talk about before? I'm all over the place. But anyway, ShelShock episode 13, Capcom's cookout. We got to talk about how Capcom's cooking. Capcom is cooking. Of all the layoffs and disappointments that came out with in the video game industry in the last 90 days, Capcom is cooking. Capcom is steamrolling over everything. And I just had to talk about that. It deserves its own podcast. So we're going to talk about that today. But before that, games I'm playing, you know, I am black. So, of course, I had to either play NCAA college football, Madden, or 2K. So, I'm playing 2K25. Don't judge me. I'm in a toxic relationship with NBA 2K. Started my my player career. as a shooting guard for the Detroit Pistons. That organization is a goddamn mess. Anyway, it's been okay. Doing good. Kind of the story is weird because, the my player stories are always weird. Like case in point, I've won like I had to fight for my starting position. Then starting position over Jay Ivy. Did that. Then it was like you got to prove your worth while you just be in a starting position. Did that. Now the storyline is, yeah, Jalen Durden, the center, doesn't like you and doesn't approve you being a center. Now you got to prove to him, or he's going or he's leaving the organization in the off season. And me, I'm like, well, shit, leave. And then it was like, and then I had won like 3 games in a row, right? Then it was like, well, we're losing, we lost. We're in a losing streak. How are we in a losing streak? And I just won 3 games. We're in a losing streak, and Jalen don't feel that you need to be a starter. Lies. Anyway, don't get me started on NBA 2K. Playing Street Fighter 6. Still doing my main World Tour guild guide. Just getting all the main characters to master status in World Tour. In just before Terry come out. And for those who want to dabble in World Tour and when Terry come out, what you have to do is he's not in World Tour like the other masters is. What you got to do is you have to be under Ryu's tutelage, and then you got to be at least past chapter 11 in the World Tour story. And I see a lot of people like scrambling to take care of that. And I'm like, man, I took care of World Tour like the very first day. Like, come on, man, what are we doing? So he comes. So then after you do that, then you can go to your hangout. And when you go to your hangout, you can change the world from day to night. There's gonna be a third option talking about the tragic moment or something, and then you click select that, and then you get to talk to Terry, and then you make him your master. Um, No Man's Sky, I only played it for a minute because No Man's Sky, I told you No Man's Sky is very, very good. They came out with another update and another expedition. Normally I play the expeditions. I'm not playing this expedition. This expedition is boring. It's basically fishing. I don't do fishing. And just you go get your skiff and you go different planets and you got to catch this fish, got to catch that fish. Look, I play No Man's Sky to relax. I don't play No Man's Sky to put myself to sleep. I'm not doing this expedition. The expedition's stupid. The last expedition was cool. This expedition, I'm not doing it. Boring. And then, of course, Apex Legends. Been playing Apex Legends. Still the grind. Still the cheat. I ran across some cheaters. Normally, I play on the console pool, and the PC pool. If you play on a PC pool, it's nothing but cheaters, regardless what rank you're in. But the console pool, I've got to platinum, and I've been playing against high diamond, and that's when the cheating starts. And I actually witnessed cheating. Normally, I'd be like, "Is he cheating? Is he cheating?" Don't know, but no, I know this guy was cheating. And how I know this guy was cheating when I was spectating him. Anytime the cursor or the reticle, when you aim down sights, if it starts glitching like this all over the screen, yeah, he cheating. I was like, wow, on console, y'all some bums. And then on that note, let me do a public service announcement. A public service announcement. They have this new mode called Revival. Basically, when you get knocked, or you get knocked, and you can have the option to kill your own self, or when you do kill yourself, as long as there's one person on your team is live, you can come back and res yourself. You can keep continuously resing yourself as long as there's one teammate on your squad is alive, or up to round 4 or round 5. Then after round 5, eliminations are turned on. My public service announcement is this: if you play Revival and after you get knocked the very first time and you quit, you're a bum. You are an official bum. You're a bum. I don't want to hear nothing else. You are a bum. You are a dog water in this game. If you get knocked and you immediately quit the game, and me and somebody else is still alive, so you can come back, and you can come back the first time you get knocked, you come back in like 3 seconds. You're a bum, bro. You're a bum. this mode helps you to learn how to fight. And then also you're a bum if you land away from everybody, just the loot. Like why? This mode is geared to teach you how to fight in Apex, but you're playing regular Apex as a scavenger or survivalist, or you playing as a rage monger. Why? This mode is to teach you how to fight 1v1s, and I'm telling you right this from pure experience. Since I played this game, since I played Revival, my me finishing my 1v1s has gotten better. Me finishing my 1v2s has gotten a lot. 1v3s is different because 1v3s is situational and luck for the most part, unless you're a goddamn pro player in this game. But other than that, 1v1s and 1v2s are very doable. And this mode has helped me figure out how to finish my 1v1s and my 1v2s. But with that being said, um, let's just get into it, dude. Let's just get into it. Um, Capcom. Oh my god. You know what? Before we even get into Capcom, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or in this case, the mouse. Concord. Concord just flopped. Concord is horrible. Just Concord is just the game is bad. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. Concord is bad. Concord is bad on all spectrum of the game. First of all, first and foremost, Concord is bad because the marketing was stupid. It was like Sony was playing double dutch. They was like, we want to go all in with you, but really don't want to go in with you. We kind of want to get you out there, but we kind of don't want to. And then first and foremost, it was bad because they gave it to they greenlight a studio, and this is their first major game. And this studio, look, they didn't do anything. I mean, they've done mobile games, but even the mobile games they done was not even successful. So it was just they try to. I don't listen. They tried to go and make a game that was in the same vein as Overwatch and Deadlock. Now you gotta have a big team, and you gotta give that type of you gotta give that type of to a big studio. You can't give that to no studio that that ain't did nothing. If you're trying to go against games like Overwatch. Now, if you're coming up with a new game, a new genre, yeah, you have the ability to play around. But you trying to go to go against a game that created a genre that and then formalized it and been a stable for that genre for the last 6 7 years. Nah. And plus, when I played the beta of Concord, I know that I couldn't get my hand on it. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand why I didn't like it until I saw this one YouTuber, and he explained it perfectly. He explained it beautifully. The characters, the presentation of the characters, they don't, you don't know what character does what, and the characters. And when I played it as the Black Girl Blast, and she had a good character design, all right character design compared to everybody else, but there was no kill cam. There was, I mean, the game played wonderfully, and it looked aesthetically good. It's just the character design looks horrible, and then when there's no interaction between the characters. Like in Overwatch, the characters interaction, and then when they come back, they say certain things. It say different things every time. This one, they say the same thing. Like, bye, she come back. All right, get killed. All right, get killed. All right, like what is that? And then it's just like, I mean, the game plays wonderfully, but it just doesn't look great or good, you know, to the masses. It just don't. Okay, before I ramble, let's go. Okay, let's go here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, as you can see, I'm already in queue for the presentation. So we good. Let me turn this music off right quick. But let me bring this down. All right, this guy, he explains about Concord, but um, he's from Sun Grand Studios. But no, I want to show another video of his right quick, real quick.
Hello and thank you for joining me
This
today. I'm
video.
Terrell. and today I will be sharing my analysis and comparison of the two hero shooter games, Concord and Overwatch.
as you can see.
Concord is the
But I mean, he
award-winning
just basically showing the
version of
difference.
the
Like I'm not gonna show you the whole
the
video because it's
aesthetic,
long. It's like 46 minutes.
and for not
But I just want to show
on
you
the SynKyller.
what he
There
mean.
you see
Like look at this. Look at this. Look at the difference. Like this on the left, there's a character from Concord, and then there's a character from Overwatch. Look at the details. Look how they look. You understand what I'm saying? And then not only that, it's this one character that he shows. Let me see. It's this one character. This might be the wrong video. Hold on. Yeah, this is the wrong video because he had did this other video that explained it perfectly. Let me see. Let me see. I need to find this one video. Yeah, this video.
to consider when you're
He
taking
took the
pieces of it.
time to recolor, not recolor, but like flesh out the colors for the characters, and he shows what he did. Like if he explains why it's important to show the color of the characters, but I really show you what he's talking about with this character right here.
I assume does not have a name. I
This
can
character
only
right here, okay? This character looks bland. The only thing that stands out is the red helm. And I'm gonna show you what he did. He
so
recolored
you
it,
can see what I've
and
done
as you
is
can
I've
see, as he
lightened the
recolored it,
bodysuit to build
it looks better
context, and I've
versus
unique identifying
that
color,
color.
red,
But also,
to try. Uh, these are some
the
minor
reason why I want to
tweaks.
bring up this character, I don't know where it is in this moment, but I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why I bring up this character, if you look at this fake ass Doom main guy character, what can you tell me about the kit for this character? What can you tell me what this character does? If you look at this character generically and you was like, ooh, first of all, does this character scream like, oh, that's a character I want to main? No. Second of all, is this character female or male? Or is it non-binary? You know what I'm saying? And lastly, what does this character do? What does this character do to bring to the table? What does this character benefits on his team? You do not know, right? All you see is a cylinder rocket launcher, right? That's all you see, right? You don't know what powers they got. You just know that they got a rocket launcher. What if I tell you? Let me show you. What if I told you that this character, this character right here, has the same abilities as this character from Overwatch? But how can you tell, right? How can you tell that this? How can you tell? Hold on. Let's see. No, I can't pull it down. Ain't this about to be? Oh no, there it is. My bad. My bad. I'm all fucking
That
up.
I've made. So this is
Um,
before and
oh,
after. So you can see
how
what
can you
I've done is
tell
I've lightened the bodysuit to build
that this
context,
character,
and I've
Farah,
adjusted the breastplate so that it
how can you tell that this
matches
character
the
does the same
control
thing as this
value of the
character?
helmet, and
Look
I've
at him.
changed the knee
Just look
pads
at him.
and the sort of
Let me
padding
bring this
on
down a
the
little
feet
bit.
here
Let me.
to try to match the helmet so there is visual cohesion. So you have this green here, here, and here, and that ties
How
the
can you
area
tell?
together.
You
Unfortunately,
can't, can
there
you?
are no visual elements along the arm area, which would have really benefited if there were some.
Like you really can't tell, can you? This is supposed to be the same character. The character on the left is from Concord. The character on the right is from Overwatch. They both do the same powers. She has the ability to fly. She has no jet boots on. Does she fly? And then that's another thing, the background for the story for the characters. How did she learn how to fly? How did she able to jump? You know what I'm saying? Does she super jump? What does she do? This is why Concord failed. You have no idea that this character on first glance can fly and have the ability to fly and do rocket jump and all this and that. Where in the character on the right, Overwatch, does the same thing. They have the same abilities, but the character on the left does not show that aesthetically. So that's why Concord has failed. That's why Concord has failed. Concord died at the moment it came out. Flat out. Flat out. Start my music. Flat out. So that's why Concord is not doing well. The characters look like ass. Characters look way poorly designed. Poorly designed. It looked like something from a high school student. Hell, my son is making a game, and my son characters look better than these. I'm not lying. I'm not lying either. My son is making his own game, and his characters look way 10 times better than these characters, and they have stories. Anyway, that's it for Concord. Only thing that came from Concord was the controller. Was the DualShock controller. That controller looks godlike. I ain't even gonna lie. But other than that, moving on. Um, Capcom. Back to Capcom. We're gonna talk about Capcom. Capcom is killing it, bro. In despite of Bungie letting go, half their staff, other companies folding, other companies getting bought and folding. Capcom is killing it, bro. Capcom is out here just doing bangers after bangers after bangers. And I know some people are like, they're just coming out with games that they came out years ago. But the thing is, they're coming out with games that not only did we grew up with on in the arcade and loved and are very fond of. They're bringing them back because the fans wanted to bring them back, and in particular, and it's not just the fighting games. I mean, for years we wanted a remake of Resident Evil 2. They brought it back. For years we wanted a remake of Resident Evil 4. They brought it back. For years we wanted a remake of Resident Evil Codename Veronica. They're bringing it back. Um, yeah, fans of Capcom and the fighting games, we enjoy the old games and we like the new old games, but Capcom is not only dealing with old games, they're bringing new games too. Like Street Fighter 6 just hit the 4 million sold mark like 3 days ago. And Street Fighter 6 is wonderful. Street Fighter 6 is one of the best fighting games out right now. Okay? And on top of that, Capcom actually tonight, the Marvel Fighting Game Collection comes out, and that's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Everybody's excited for that. That comes out later on tonight, or it definitely comes out tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna play online. I'm definitely gonna play X-Men versus Street Fighter online. You know, and shout out to my best friend who passed away earlier this year. We used to go to Wizards Arcade, Michigan Fun Center, the Butterfly or the Caddyshack, and we used to play X-Men versus Street Fighter all day, every day. Loved X-Men Street Fighter. If he was still alive right now, he would be going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely getting that tomorrow or tonight. And then later on in 2025, we got the Fighting Game Collection 2, which has Capcom vs. SNK 2. And let me explain something to you. Capcom vs. SNK 2 is like my second favorite fighting game outside of King of Fighters 98. Well, 1A is King of Fighters 98. 1B is Capcom vs. SNK 2. I love Capcom vs. SNK 2, and the fact that they bringing it back, come on, man. And it got rolled back, and you can either have the roll glitch in it or turn it off. Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know. I'm gonna be playing that just as much as Street Fighter 6 when Terry come out. Then it's just like, man. Y'all just don't understand. Y'all just don't understand. And just side note, let's just talk about it right now. Since Capcom SNK 2 is coming out and been announced that it's coming out, and we have Terry and Mai in Street Fighter 6, it just looked like a good 85% chance that we might get Capcom versus SNK 3. Okay? If SNK announces a Street Fighter character in City of the Wolves, that's 95%. That's 90% chance that we getting Capcom versus SNK 3. Only thing that make it 100% is Capcom saying, "Yeah, we're making it," and it reveals it. But you got a SNK character in Street Fighter 6, and then SNK announces that they brought a Street Fighter character in City of the Wolves in an SNK game. We're definitely getting a crossover. We're definitely getting a crossover. The fact that they announce um Capcom versus SK2 just makes the rumors and the allegations stronger. You understand what I'm saying? It just makes it like, and then people was like, well, the fact they came out with Marvel vs. Capcom 2 proves that they might come out with Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Not necessarily, not necessarily, because we're not, no, not really. There's a chance, but no, there's more of a chance for Capcom versus SNK 2, I mean 3 to come out than there is the Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Reason why is because Capcom and SNK are on record of communicating with each other. They're sharing their IPs with one another. That's why it's more so for Capcom versus SK3 to come out versus Marvel versus Capcom 4. Capcom and Marvel has not went on record, has not went out publicly saying that they're communicating with each other. They're not showing each other love. Actually, they're showing more each other hatred. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be some talking because it's not as much as talking as Capcom versus Capcom and SNK, but there got to be some talking because they did release Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and in order for them to do that, they had to get some type of go ahead or permission from Marvel to do it. So there's that. But I mean, it's a Capcom game, but Marvel it's featuring Marvel characters, so they had to have something like, "Hey, can we do it?" Marvel's like, "F you, all right, do it. We better get some residual." So yeah, so they probably talked and was like, you know how you go to a cookout and the baby mama see the baby daddy and they be like, hey, I see Donovan playing football. Yeah, Donovan playing football. Oh. Well, it was nice talking to you. Nice talking to you too. Yeah, it was something like that. But Capcom versus SNK, you know, they had each other cookout. Was like, hey, cousin, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How you doing? All right. How's the wife and kids? Yeah, doing okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's going on with Capcom versus Capcom and SNK right now. You know, it's tight knit. It's a community, and I like the recent developers and producers of Capcom and the recent developers and producers for SNK. They all grew up in the arcade and they all know each other. The old heads were beefed out. The old developers and producers of Capcom and the ones for SNK were beefed out. There's bad blood between them. They all left for the most part. They all left. The old heads left. The younger generation came in, took over the IPs. They're buddy buddy. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of, the siblings. They grow up, they beefed out, but their kids they grew up together and they're all cool. And then when the kids grow up, they're all good. And then their children are more, stable with the relationships. That's all that is. But back to Capcom. Capcom is really cooking. Capcom, if you go to like their website, let's bring up their website. If I can, come on, man, what the hell is going on today? Making me look bad. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with this said, we just go to the Capcom official website. We just been talking about fighting games, okay? Let's not forget that Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered. They remastered Dead Rising. That comes out on the 19th of September. Okay. Marvel vs. Capcom fighting game comes out tonight. Okay. I don't know when Ace Attorney Investigation Collections come out, but there's fans. People are fans of that game. I don't know. Kanutsu Gami, I think that's out. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I don't understand it, but Monster Hunter Wilds, we're definitely going to get more information. Let me tell you something about Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, let me explain something to you about Monster Hunter Wilds. All right, had friends who played Monster Hunter when it was on like the Nintendo on the handhelds, and when it was on the PSP. And I didn't see it. I don't do handhelds. That's my one um hubris or whatever, what you ever want to say. I don't like doing handhelds. That's the reason why I don't even have a Steam Deck. My wife was right. She was like, "Why are you trying to buy this Steam Deck? You don't play handheld games. You rarely even touch your Switch unless it's hooked up to a television. You just don't do handhelds." I was like, "You're right. Why would I spend like $700, $800, $900 for a handheld?" You know. Um, but I wanted the Steam Deck. I kind of want a Steam Deck now. For traveling. If I go to tournaments, I can train because lugging these big ass systems where I can play Street Fighter 6 or City of the Wolves on a Steam Deck and hook it up to the television, do wonders, especially in a hotel. It will do wonders. So that's the only reason why I'm gonna get a Steam Deck in the near future. But other than that, I was like, I'm not really gonna play it. My son he went out and bought a Steam Deck. My mid son, that was his first paycheck. I told him to save up money for a computer. He went out and bought a Steam Deck. He eventually built his own computer, but also told him to save money for a car. He was like, "I'm driving the old car. Why would I buy a new car?" I was like, "You need your own car." I got a Steam Deck. Until then, Anyway, I digress. Then my former podcast buddy Griffey, he sold me his old Steam Deck, and my son was like, "I want it," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And so my son, he uses it every day. Actually, he plays his game on his Steam Deck. So there's that. But yeah, back to Monster Hunter. Everybody's going crazy on Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World came out. I immediately fell in love with it. I was like, I gotta play it. I love it. Monster Hunter World is like one of the games on my PlayStation that has the most hours in it. I have like over, I think it's my top third most played game. Like Apex right now, I got like over 1,000 hours in it. Um, No Man's Sky, I have at least 400 hours. Monster Hunter World, I have at least over 647 hours in that game. I'm not lying. I have over 647 hours in Monster Hunter World. It's Apex, Monster Hunter World, Overwatch, Destiny. Yeah, those are the games I played the most over the years, and these are like 6 7 year old games. So yeah, I got 100. Yeah, but Apex just came out in 2019. But I play Apex damn near every day, so that's why I got 1,000 hours in it. But yeah, Monster Hunter World, I got over 657 hours. I know for sure because that's the last time I logged in. It tells you how many hours is on this character you created. So the announcement of Monster Hunter Wilds, when they announced that, I was like, look, if it plays anything like Rise, I'm not getting it. See, Monster Hunter Rise came out, it still had that handheld feel to it. It was geared. Monster Hunter World was geared for console play, whereas Wilds was geared for like the old Monster Hunter handheld versions, and that's why I did not like Rise. It looked like it was halfway done, not complete and whatnot. And you don't have to take my word for it. That's why a lot of people did not play Rise. If you go on Twitch right now, you maybe see 3 or 4 channels doing streaming Monster Hunter Rise. But if you look up Monster Hunter World on Twitch, you see like 10, 12, 20 different channels streaming Monster Hunter World right now. So I was like, if Monster Hunter Wilds play like World, I'm getting it. If it plays like Rise, I'm not getting it. When they showed it, it plays like World, we in there. All the weapons, the fact that you can carry 2 weapons and switch between them on the fly. Now, if you can switch between them during mid combo, we in there. We are in there. But cannot wait for Wilds. Another reason I think they're gonna announce the release date for Wilds at Tokyo Game Show. In case you're wondering, Tokyo Game Show starts on the 26th in September. So from 26th of September to the 29th. So yeah, I think they're gonna announce the release date of Monster Hunter Wild. And the reason why I say that is because if you go to Monster Hunter official YouTube website, they have a video on all the core moves or the core gameplay. They have 14 videos of all 14 weapons, and for them to have that lets me know that this game, I would say, is good 85% done. or 90% done. It could go gold any day now. So they're gonna just wait for the release date, and they're gonna wait for Tokyo Game Show to announce the release date. I think, me personally, I think this game is not coming out this holiday season, because if it was, they would have announced it already. I do say that this game will come out first quarter 2025. That's my bid. I'm telling you, it's coming out first quarter 2025. Now, will it come out January 26th, around that time frame, or will it come out February 26th? I'm pushing. It doesn't matter. I think it's coming out in between there, from January 26th to February 26th. I think it's coming out during that time frame. I could be totally wrong, but I think the way that they're showing so much of this game, the story, the weapons, Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out that soon, first quarter 2025. Um, then you have Codename Veronica in the works. You know, Street Fighter 6 still getting an update. I mean, Terry comes out. I mean, like I said, Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered comes out on the 19th. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection comes out tonight. Terry gets released on Street Fighter 6 on the 24th. Then you have Tokyo Game Show on the 26th. Capcom is cooking. Capcom is really, really cooking. You understand what I'm saying? They really, 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 really cooking. Like, I remember just 6 years ago, Capcom in the bank, Capcom, the company in the bank, had only like 4 or 600,000 to their name. They were just worth 400 to 600,000 to the name, and this is right after Street Fighter 4. The Street Fighter 4 revitalized the revitalized and brought the fighting game community back from the ashes. Capcom also, you know what I'm saying, this is before Monster Hunter World. You know, you're saying Capcom was dying. You understand what I'm saying? They were dying. And you know who helped them out from the ash? Sony. Sony gave them some money. Made also had a deal where Street Fighter 5 was only, was only on the PC and only on the PlayStation, not on the Microsoft, not on the Xbox. That helped. But then when they came up with Monster Hunter World, revitalized the company. I mean, honestly, quite frankly, Pokemon is king in Japan, and then right after Pokemon, as far as comes games, Monster Hunter games do extremely well over Japan, just extremely well. To this day, if I play Monster Hunter World right now, 9 times out of 10, the people I'm playing with are Asian, are from the Asian Pacific region. 9 times out of 10, people in North America on this side of the globe and not playing Monster Hunter World anymore. You know what I'm saying? They stopped playing that game. A lot of people over here in the North America continent stopped playing Monster Hunter World 2 years ago. Every time I jump on Monster Hunter World, I jump on it like at least once a week. Every time I'm playing with Japanese players, South Korean players, Singapore, Hong Kong. I'm playing with Asian Pacific players, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, that's how popular Monster Hunter World is over on the eastern side compared to us in the west. Um, I'm really proud of Capcom. Capcom has come a long way, dude. They went from almost tanking to just shining like brightly. Like, the game's cooking, and then some people, haters, are like, they're just bringing back games that they're just bringing back games that we've known and loved for years ago. But the demographic, or the people, the fans, they want it. You know what I'm saying? How many petitions we saw, people saying bring back Marvel vs. Capcom 2 onto the current gen or last gen? You know what I'm saying? Do it right. How many petitions we seen people say bring back Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 4? They brought it back. They listened. At least this company listened to their fans. Unlike Destiny, don't get me started on Destiny, and especially don't get me started on Respawn. Respawn just, they bent the knee, man. Respawn is doing everything EA tell them to do, and the fans are like, we don't want this. We don't want recolor mythic skins. We don't want this. We want you to fix your game. Stop the cheaters. Put a good anti-cheat system in your program, in your software. Stop coming out with this. Can we bring back dive? dive trails for when you go up, when you get to Diamond Rank. Bring back, can we get dive trails for all the mythic skins that came out before you implemented the dive trails and Valkyries? You know what I'm saying? The fans have been complaining and been asking for certain things. And Respawn was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Eat this. You know what I'm saying? At least Capcom is listening to fans. Everything that for the last 6 to 7 years that fans been asking, Capcom has delivered. And that's why they cooking. That's why they cooking. Look at Maximilian Dude. Maximilian the YouTuber. He started a petition or started a not a following, but he started something talking, like uh, people was like, bring back Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Bring back Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Capcom brought it back. Resident Evil 4 brought it back. Resident Evil 2 remade it. You know what I'm saying? Even coming out with a new Resident Evil, Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil 9, they working on Resident Evil 9 too. So out of all the companies, I didn't not expect Capcom to do so well. My favorite at one point, my favorite developer at one point was BioWare. BioWare has fallen from grace. I mean, they came out with one of my favorite games of all time, Mass Effect, but since then, they also made one of the worst games of all time, which is Anthem. And look at that now. Anthem is a joke. But Anthem, a lot of people are starting to play Anthem again. I don't know why, but it is what it is. That game was horrible. But since then, BioWare has been focusing on Dragon Age. Dragon Age comes out Halloween, October 31st. I'm not really looking forward to it. I see I see what it is, But like I said, BioWare was my favorite developer at one point, but now it's just like they got some making up to do. And then they announced a new Mass Effect in the Shepard series, but then that was like what 4 years ago, and we ain't heard nothing. We just saw a little teaser, and that was it. And we ain't heard nothing. And we barely heard anything from Dragon Age. Now we're getting more information from Dragon Age because now they're like, oh, we're coming out with this on Halloween. Have at it. Now we're getting more information about the characters, the Veil Guard, and this and that, and this and that. I don't know what BioWare is doing. But like I said, Capcom is cooking. Capcom is doing wonderful. Capcom is probably pretty much the one company that is transparent, that's producing and showing love to the community. All these other companies are just falling by the wayside. And it's no coincidence that a lot of companies that are from the western side of the world are failing because our economy is failing, and they have to fire and lay off a lot of people, aka Bungie. It's unfortunate, it's sad, but when you when your business practices is shady, you can only be shady for so long before it comes up and your karma hits you on your ass. I'm just gonna keep it real. Just keeping it real. I'm not saying Japanese don't have shady business practices. They do, but their outlook versus American companies' outlook of business is totally different. See, American businesses, they look at it as a shady, I got to get this, I got to do that. Whereas Asian businesses practices, they understand that business is war. You are always at war. You want what somebody is, they take it and they do it in a, like, I want to say they I'm not saying they're not shady. They just do it like strategically. They do it from a warlike mindset, whereas American companies do it from a business mindset, and it's like, I gotta buy you out. Like case in point, Microsoft, I gotta buy it. They bought all these studios, and they can't produce no exclusive games for the Xbox. Why did the hell did you buy all these companies? You bought all these companies. You bought all these companies just to get rid of them, so then Bethesda can, and then bring some of the top employees from them companies into Bethesda, and y'all still come out with crap, which is Starfield. I don't understand that. Or in Japanese companies, they don't buy you out. They offer you a plan, they offer you a deal, and they work with you, and they work with you, and then they give you like a 6 month or a year to come up with something. Then they come back to like a review, and they be like, nah, we don't think that worked. And then they restructure the company, and then they bring the company into the fold, and then yeah, that's how they do it. It's like, how can I say it? It's like, without being very vulgar, it's like what Lord Shanks did. In order to get rid of the Scots, you gotta sex them out, and that's what Japanese do. They sex out the bullshit out of the companies, and bring the company in the fold that way, and then make it stronger, and then make games that way. Whereas American companies, they just buy out companies and just waste everybody's time. So it is what it is. We got at least 12 more minutes. We got 12 more minutes before this starts. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep going over how good Capcom is. I mean, but the proof is in the pudding. Capcom is really cooking. We are all invited to their cookout, enjoying their games. Hopefully, I'll see some of y'all well, maybe tonight, but most definitely tomorrow. Because, like I said, Marvel Fighting Game Collection comes out either tonight or it comes out. It definitely comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 12th, right? Today's the 11th, right? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. Today's the 10th. It comes out tomorrow night, the 11th tomorrow night, but definitely comes out on Thursday. But when I go to a PlayStation store, you can't even pre-order it. You can't even, when I go to the store, oh, do I want to sign in? No, I'm not going to sign in. Oh, sign me in automatically. I'm sorry. Let's go to Marvel. This is the first time I did this on the computer. I usually do it from my phone or from the actual PlayStation itself. See, let me show you. Yeah, well, let me go this one. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. If you can see right here, let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. As you can see, it does come out tomorrow at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it does come out. But right here, it will say pre-order. It just says remove from wish list. So I don't know what that's about. So yeah, tomorrow night at 11 p.m., the game will be available. But I don't know why it doesn't have an option to pre-order. So I gotta wait. We gotta wait until. We definitely gotta wait until the 11 o'clock tomorrow. Maybe It'll be available to pre-order or right the hour before it comes out. I don't know. Or it'll be available to buy. This option would turn from wish list to, yeah. We'll see. And then let's see. This is just says release on 2025. This is the Capcom Fighting Collection. So yeah, there's that. There's that in a nutshell. So yeah, to summarize, tomorrow night you have Marvel Collection, Fighting Game Collection. And then on the 19th, you have Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered. Then, oh, let me bring this down. We got enough time to talk about it. We have enough time to talk about it. Then on the 24th, you have Terry Bogard for Street Fighter 6. Then on the 26th, you have this. 26th, you have Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show comes out. It starts on Thursday the 26th, ends the 29th, Sunday. The 26th and the 27th is a business day. Usually, a business day, that's when they have all the developers and people in the business. Excuse me. The business, they have all the people in the business, and that's when they do the streams and the videos, and all the companies show off, showcase stuff during the stream and whatnot. Public day is the 20th and the 29th. That's when the public can come in and try out the demos and this and that. So, yeah, that's about it. Actually, now that we got that out the way, we might as well. Where is it? We might as well get ready. We might as well get ready. We might as well. We might as well get ready because the presentation is about to go live in the next about 6 to 7 minutes. Oh no, 9 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end the podcast. Thank you for joining. I want to give a shout out to my lovely wife for being understandable and very understanding. And I want to thank her in advance because I know eventually she's gonna give me a PlayStation 5 Pro when it gets announced. I don't know if she's gonna get it when it releases, but I know she's gonna get it for me. Hey, she got me the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know, I remember that day. I was it came out and it was out for at least about 3 to 6 months, and I just remember I um I was at work and I came home and it was sitting on my couch right back there, and with a note, it was like, "I love you, enjoy," and I was like, "Yeah." So she said, because yesterday I talked to my sons. I was like, "Yeah, they're gonna show off the PlayStation 5 Pro tomorrow," and she said, "What? Another PlayStation? No, you don't need it. No, no, no." I was like, "Calm down, calm down. This is not the PlayStation 6." She's like, "No, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that. You do not need another PlayStation. No, no." I was like, "Why are you tripping? You know you're gonna get it for me." Then my son started laughing. She's like, "Hell no, I'm not getting you that." I'm like, "Come on, come on, come on, come on." I mean, come on, like for real. What are we doing? Got me looking like Kevin Hart. Come on, like come on. We all know what's gonna happen. I mean, I could get it myself, but we know. You like to see my smile. You like the way I catered for you for the next 2 weeks after you give me a system. So come on now. Come on. No, after what we went through for the PlayStation 5, I was like, that was during COVID and everything was shut down. Come on. Please. Anyway, shout out to her. Shout out to my kids. And shout out to you guys. You know, during the work week, you took time to sit here and watch me, ramble off as the countdown begins. But I'm gonna shut this stream down. Then I'm gonna restart the stream up again, and we're gonna sit here and watch and see what they're gonna talk about. But later, talk to you guys soon.